ADHD After Dark, TikTok star Catieosaurus on sex, relationships and neurodivergence. Catieosaurus, a content creator and sex educator, saw that hole and wanted to fill it. Neurodivergence is a relatively new term, and most people do not have a real grasp of what it is. To put it in the broadest of strokes, neurodivergence is a natural variation in the human brain that leads to differences in how we think and behave. Yes, everyone's brain works differently, but not to the same extent. Neurodiversity covers a wide range of developmental disorders like autism, Tourette's, dyslexia, or ADHD. Most people have some understanding of what these disorders are but only see the tip of the iceberg. Sticking to ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, there is a lot more to it than a child who can't focus or forgetting where you left your keys. There is a cavalcade of difficulties someone with ADHD can struggle with throughout their life. To start, the deficit part is kind of a misnomer. Brains with ADHD have a lower level of dopamine and serotonin, hormones that regulate things like motivation and attention. People with ADHD can pay attention, the issue is regulating that attention when needed. When dealing with a topic that seems boring, paying attention can be almost impossible. If they're interested in a subject or activity, they can have what is called hyperfocus. This is why people with ADHD can learn new skills or topics quickly. However, issues with working memory can make it hard to recall anything learned when it's needed. Other struggles can include regulating emotions, extreme sensitivity to rejection, time blindness, or executive functions like remembering to pay bills or even eat. Many adults with ADHD call themselves burnt-out gifted kids. The students that teachers usually said were too smart for their own good or are wasting their potential. It's not about being smart as much as conforming to neurotypical standards. Some ADHD kids degrade in school. Others grew up being called lazy or stupid. These damaging messages can cause comorbidities such as depression or anxiety. It's a lot to handle. These challenges can negatively affect relationships, both romantic and platonic. Having a partner who struggles to do basic adult things like clean or remember scheduled events can get frustrating. While relationships and sex are major aspects of life, study and treatment for ADHD tend to ignore these aspects in favor of making sure you're a good little worker. There are few resources for living with ADHD outside of the office or classroom. Thankfully, there's someone taking that challenge head on.